Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? There is absolutely nothing like playing live music in a band setup in front of an appreciative audience. There is a dynamic that happens there that I've been fortunate enough to experience again and again that really can't be put into words. And I'm not a mystical person, but there's this energy that's kind of palpable when the band is firing on all cylinders. It's really gelling. And the audience is really appreciating it. And they're not exactly like another band member, but there's this kind of reciprocal push and pull going on. And it's really quite something to experience. It's quite something to experience as a member of the audience, but it's really quite something to experience as a member of the band. And, the metaphor that always comes to me, and it's a terribly inappropriate one, I've never had sex with a bunch of people at once, nor would I want to, but, there's this very similar thing where there's this dynamic. It becomes very intimate and very reciprocal, like I mentioned. And so maybe you're in a band and you've done this and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you're in a band and you really haven't played out live, and so you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but you want to experience that. Maybe you're just want to put a band together, and hopefully I'll have that happen. If you're playing a band, you're just playing in the basement, that can be fun too. And you can have those great moments where everything's gelling, but there's something about having the audience there. It's a little bit akin, there's that same moment you can have in a role-playing game, where things are really firing on all cylinders, and it's a great session. I even though we stream in front of an audience sometimes, I really don't care about the audience. That it's different, and they're not even in the same room. And I don't think I'd want to play for an audience that was cheering for us as we're playing a role-playing game. That might be kind of weird, but there is something, awesome about that dynamic. And originally, the reason I'm making this video is I was going to make a video talking about things to watch out for and things to do as a member of a live band, because I've played in a lot of live bands. I've done sound for a lot of bands, and I've seen all kinds of things that can help and make things a lot better. And I've seen an awful lot of mistakes that people make. And so, originally I was going to make one video about that. Then I realized as I'm thinking about it, all my experiences, it'll be way too long. So I figured I'll just chop it up into various videos tackling certain topics and just make a series of videos talking, about I hate to call it tips. It's my experience. It's not theory. It's the things I've actually experienced as a member of a live band and doing sound for live bands for a really long time. I played my first show live in 1984, and this is 2025, so I think that's 41 years. Although it was in the summer or the fall, so only 40 and a half. I'm not that old, but you know what I mean. So, if you got any questions too, you can ask them if there's something you'd like me to cover, and I'll cover it if I have experience with it. If I don't, well, then I'll tell you I can't really cover it. But once again, man, if you're a musician and you haven't done that, if you're just playing in your bedroom, get involved with a band. If you're in a band and you're not playing out, go play out. Go find some place to play out, because it's really something magical about that when it really happens. And it's something that you can't recreate anywhere else. And you can never tell when it's really going to happen, those moments that are really just out of this world, but you got to play a lot. And, look at these guys. Cheap Trick, I think, had played more gigs than just about anybody. And I just saw them this last year, and they were awesome. But they've been playing out consistently since, I think, 1977, hundreds of shows a year. So, yeah, go do that. I'll talk to you later, kids.